Okay, so here's an idea. Back in 2015, Native Instruments created the stem file format. A stem file contains 4 basic element groups of a track, such as, drums, bass, synth, voice, for example, and you can, of course, rename them as you wish. And the intention behind this is that once loaded in Tractor, a DJ could manipulate these separate channels individually in a mix, making acapellas or instrumentals on the fly and exploring in general new creative ways in mixing. The idea was a very innovative concept. However, the implementation lacked, considering that it could not be applied to existing tracks unless the multi-track record was somehow available. Furthermore, the creation process required studios, artists, or producers to repeat the mastering process for the purposes of gluing the stems together to resemble the master of the original mixed down track. Native Instruments, of course, provided the software compressor within the specification of the format and with the stem creator application to compensate this process. Yet, trying to achieve the effect of a good expensive hardware compressor using software is not a good idea in general. So, although many artists and labels clinged to the new file format, it never actually took off. However, this might change. You see, in September 2018, iZotope introduced Music Rebalance to their latest iteration of RX Restoration plugin suite. Now, Music Rebalance alters the volume level between the 4 main elements of an audio file, which is, bass, drums, voice, and, all the other stuff. However, turning the level of all elements all the way down, except one, means that you can actually isolate that element. So, RX7 can split a track into 4 elements, and stem files use 4 stems. You see where I'm getting with this, right? Here's how to do it. You will need RX7 Standard or Advanced fully working. The trial version does not save audio, so you'll actually need to purchase that. You will also need Stems Creator, which is free. And of course Tractor in order to play the files. Well, first order of business is to load the target file into RX7. I'm using an MP3 file here. However, lossless compression or uncompressed files are much better for the algorithm to work with. Then let's open Music Rebalance. You will need to prepare all settings. That means that sensitivity for each element should be at 5. Separation algorithm should be at advanced joint stereo. Also set all volumes to -infinity, completely off. Let's start with the voice fader. Drag it up to 0 dB. No more, no less. This is crucial. Now, hit render to create the first stem. This will take a lot of time, or not depending on your system. However, in the video, I'm speeding things up. Okay, let's listen.
You always keep me warm, hold me safe and away from harm.
Better audio quality, source quality, and cleaner mixes produce better results. Nevertheless, the algorithm does an outstanding job. Now, save using the Save As option. Choose to save as a WAV or IF file. Do not use a lossy format, and choose a name for your file wisely. Once done, hit undo to revert to the full mix, or use Ctrl-Z. Let's repeat the process for the next stems. Reset the change settings and drag the next fader in order. Now let's do the bass. Drums. And finally, other, all the remaining elements not processed by other algorithms. Now, here's an important part. If you're stemming an MP3 file, make sure to save an uncompressed version of the full master itself, since you will need that also for the stem creator. Okay, job well done, let's quit and let's open the stem creator tool. Drag and drop the stems, one by one. use the synth slot for the other channel stem file. Bypass the compressor since there's no need for any mastering. Okay, let's make sure that the results match, although 99% of all time they do. Let's add the metadata. And let's export the stem. Now in Tractor, we need to analyze the stem file in order to play it. So, we are ready. Drag, drop, and enjoy.
You always keep me warm, hold me safe and away from harm. Keep day for night, and as the day fades, but
In conclusion, there is still road ahead, of course, for the RX7 separation algorithm, but even at the current phase, the results are stunning. I've successfully converted quite a few songs from WAV and MP3 sources, even vinyls with crackles and scratches, and they seem to work great. So, who knows? In an ideal future, Native Instruments and iZotope could join forces and cross-integrate these technologies to their products. Or even better, with the increase in computing power, we may see the separation being done in real time inside Tractor. Only time will tell. For the moment, happy stemming!